Good morning student. In the last classes we have seen the chapter circle, okay, under which we have seen the standard equation of circle. We have seen different cases of the circle, okay, and we have solved some questions based on these different cases. Now student, today we will study about the general equation of circle, okay, and we will see what is the general equation of circle, what is the radius in this case, what is center, and we will see some question based on it. Okay, let's see. Our first question is, so student, the general equation of circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay student, the general equation of circle is this, and its center is what? Minus g minus f, and radius is equal to under root g square plus f square minus c. Okay student, in this form, when the circle is in the general form, then its center is minus g minus f and its radius is under root g square plus f square minus c. Okay student, this is general equation of circle. Okay student, now if this g square plus f square minus c is greater than 0, then our circle is called real circle. Okay student, if this g square plus f square minus c is greater than 0, then this circle is called real circle. And if this g square plus f square minus c is equal to 0, then student, this is called, then the circle is called point circle. Okay student, if the radius is 0, then the circle is called point circle. If g square plus f square minus c less than 0, then circle is called imaginary circle. Imaginary circle. So students, these are the three cases in which the radius is positive, then the circle is called real circle. If the radius is 0, then the circle is called point circle. If g square plus f square minus c is less than 0, then our circle is called imaginary circle, and it cannot be drawn. Okay, it cannot be possible. Okay. Now, if our standard equation is in the form ax square plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, then student, if our equation of circle is in this form, then we write this x square y square plus 2gx by a to fy by b, a, and c by a is equal to 0. Okay, and in this case our center is minus g minus f, and our radius is what? Under root g by a whole square f by a whole square minus c square. Okay student, in this case, sorry, here is minus c, so we write minus c by a. Okay, so in this case our center and radius will be like this. Okay student, and in this case this is a. Okay, okay student, so in such type of case, when we are solving the question and finding radius and center of the circle, then we always keep the coefficient of x square and y square is unity. It means we take the common from here and then we will find out the radius and center of the circle. Okay student, so this is the standard general equation of circle. Was center in minus g minus f and radius is this, and if our radius is greater than 0, then the circle is called real circle, and if radius is 0, then the circle is called point circle. If g square plus a plus minus c is less than 0, then the circle is called imaginary circle. Okay, and if our circle is in the form x square ay square 2gx 2y plus c is equal to 0, then x square plus y square 2g by ax y by a plus c by a is 0. We change like this, and then we will find our center and radius of the circle. Okay student, so and if we have given any question like in this form, then we find the radius and center. First of all, before finding out radius and center, we first keep the coefficient of x square and y square unity, then we find our center and radius like this. Okay student, I hope you understand. Now student, we take some question and solve it. Okay, so first question is x square plus y square minus 2gx, minus 6x plus 4y, minus 6x minus plus 4y, and minus 12 is 0. Okay student, so this is our general form of the circle, and we have to find the radius and center of this circle. So look student, in this question we are seeing that this is the coefficient of both x square and y square is unity. Okay, so we compare with x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2y plus c is equal to 0. So 2g is equal to minus 6, so g is equal to minus 3. 2f is equal to 4, so f is equal to 2, and c is equal to minus 12. So student, our center is, center is minus g minus f. So we write 3 and minus 2. And radius of the circle will be what student? We know the formula under root g square plus f square minus c. So we will find out this is 9 plus 4 minus c is 12. Okay students, so 16 plus 9 is 25, and we are getting result over 5 is our radius. Okay student, I hope you understand. Now we take another question and solve it. Let's see. Our next question is find the center and radius of the circle given by the equation 2x square 2y square plus 3x plus 3x plus 4y plus 9 by 8 is equal to 0 student. Okay student, so this is our next question. We have to find the center and radius. So student, we are saying that the coefficient of x square and y square is not unity here. So first of all, we take the common. I will divide with the 2 in the whole equation and get our, and we will change our this general equation in the form of general equation. Okay, so we write x square plus y square 3 by 2x 2y plus 9 by 16 is equal to 0. We write here dividing by 2. Now student, comparing with the general equation, we write 2gx is 3 by 2. Two g is equal to 3 by 2, so g is equal to 3 by 4, and 2f is equal to 2, so f is 1, so center is minus 3 by 4 minus 1, and radius is g square plus f square minus 3 and plus 1 minus c, and c, our c is 9 by 16, so we write 9 by 60. Take the LCM, 16 we get 9 plus 16 minus 9. Okay students, so we are saying that this is cancelled and radius is 1 and its center is minus 3 by 4 minus 1. Okay student, so in such type of question, first of all we take the common from a and b. Okay, from the equation we first make the coefficient of x square plus y square unity. Okay, and then we solve the problem. Okay, now we take another question students. Let's see. So next question is student, find the equation of circle whose center is at the point 4, 5 and which passes through the center of the circle this. Okay. So equation of circle whose center is is 4, 5. Okay student, and which passes through the center of the circle, and this circle passes through the center of this circle. Okay, x square plus y square minus 6x plus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. So minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay student, so we have to find the equation of circle whose center is this and this circle is passes through the center of this circle. Okay student, sorry, this circle is passes through this circle. Okay, so first of all we will find the center of this circle. So students, center, for the center we will compare with 2g is minus 6, so g is minus 3 and 2f is 4, so f is 2, so center is 3 minus 2. Okay student, center of this circle is, let's say, C2 and this circle is C1, which we have to find out. So student, this is the center of this circle and from the center of this circle passes through, it means this point lies on the circumference of this circle. Okay, so student, C1, C2 is equal to the radius. Okay, so C1, C2 is under root 4 minus 3 whole square plus 5 plus 2 whole square is equal to r. So we write 1 plus 7 square is 49. So radius is root 50 student. Okay. Now center is given to us. So the equation of circle will be what? Equation of circle is what? X minus 4 square plus y minus 5 square is equal to 50. Okay, so this is the equation of the circle which passing through the point 4, 5, and equation of circle whose center is 4, 5 and passing through the center of this circle. So first of all we will find out the center of this circle, which is 3 minus 2, and this circle is passing through this point. It means lies on the circumference of the circle. So distance between center and circumference, it will be equal to the radius. So write C1 C2 is equal to the radius, and we will calculate this with the distance formula, and we get our r is equal to root 50. So our equation of circle passing through whose center is 4, 5 is x1 is 4 square, y minus 5 square is equal to root 50 square, and it gives us 50. Okay, I hope you understand, friends. Now we take another question. Let's see. Good morning, student. In the previous class we are seeing the questions of chapter relation and function. Now student, today we will start a new chapter, inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so you are aware with the concept of this chapter. We have already studied. Now today we will start some board examination questions of this chapter. Okay, we will take some question and solve it. Okay, so our first question is, write the principal value of tan inverse 1 and plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2. Okay, student, this is our question and we have to find the principal value of this. So student, this is tan inverse and this is 1, and you know this 1 is the value of tan pi by 4 square, and this cos inverse, and this we can write student cos pi minus pi by 3, because cos pi minus pi by 3 can be written as minus cos pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is cos 60, so it will be minus 1 by 2. So we can write in this form this, and this is our pi by 4, and this is cos inverse cos, this can be written as 2 pi by 3. This will, now student, we are saying that this pi by 4 lie in the principal value branch of tan inverse, okay, which is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this 2 pi by 3 is also lie in the principal value branch of cos inverse, which is from 0 to pi. So we can write pi by 4 plus 2 pi by 3, and this when we solve we write 3 pi plus 8 pi. Okay, so it will be 11 pi by 12. Okay, student. So this will be our principal value of that question. Okay. Now we take another question, students, and let's see. We will solve it. So next question is sin pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. Okay, so sin this is pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus theta is minus sin inverse theta. So we can write plus sin inverse 1 by 2, and this sin inverse pi by 3 sin inverse, and 1 by 2 is the value of sin 30. Okay, and sin 30 can be written as sin pi by 6. Okay, So sine inverse, this is pi by 3 and this is lying the principal value branch of sine inverse. Okay, so we write pi by 6. Now this sine inverse and this is 6, 2 pi plus pi, which is sine inverse 3 pi by 6. Okay, so this is sine pi by 2, which is 1. Okay student, so this will be our result. Our next question is student, sine under bracket sine inverse 1 by 2 plus cos inverse x is equal to 1, then the value of x will be what? We have to find the value of x. So this is sine 1 by 2 cos inverse x, and this is student, we can write this sine pi by 2, and sine is here, so sine and sine will reduce. So sine inverse 1 by 2 plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Okay student, so sine inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, and you know sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So from that identity here we can write sine inverse x. So sine inverse 1 by 2, comparing both sides we get x is 1 by 2. Okay student, I hope you understand. Now we take another question. All questions are asked in your CBSE board examination. Okay, so these are important questions, these are 1 marks question, so you must be know the solution of these questions. Now our next question is tan 2 tan inverse 1 by 3. Okay student, so next question is this. Okay, so this 2 tan inverse x, you know what we can write this 2 tan inverse x? We know the formula of 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse 2x, tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square 2x, 2 tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. Okay, so tan inverse 2 by 3 by 1 by 9, 9 minus 1, 8 by 9. Okay student, so we are getting this 3 and 6, and this is cancel 4. So tan inverse this tan and this is 3 by 4. Okay student, this will be our result. Okay, now we take another question student and solve it. Sine inverse sine 3 pi by 5. Okay, so 3 pi by 5 is 180, 5 is 15, 36 of 108. So student, this is not like the branch of this principal value branch of sine inverse. Okay, so we will change this. We can write sine inverse sine, this is pi minus 2 pi by 5 So now student, this we can write sin pi minus theta is sin theta, so it is sin 2 pi by 5, because this 3 pi by 5 we can change in this form, and now this is line the principal value branch of sin inverse, so we write 2 pi by 5 is our result. I hope you understand, students. Now we take another question. These are the 1 marks questions, students, and these are also include examination. Now next question is cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. Okay, so student, this 7 pi by 6 is not lying the principal value branch of cos inverse. So first of all we change this. We write this pi plus pi by 6. Okay, student. So cos pi by 6, pi plus pi by 6 is a minus cos pi by 6. Okay, student. Now this cos inverse minus theta is pi minus cos inverse x, and this pi by 6 is lying the principal value branch of cos inverse, so we write pi minus pi by 6, which is pi by 6. Okay, student. So this will be our required result, student. Okay. Either this we can solve also, like cos inverse cos 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6. So 6 to the 12, 12 minus 5 is or 7 pi by 6. So this we can write also in this form, and this is cos inverse cos 2 pi minus theta is cos theta, student. So this will be reduced and we get 5 pi by 6. So either in this way we can solve, either in this way, both are right. Okay, student. Now we take another question, students. Our next question is cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. Okay, student. Now this part, student, we can write cos inverse 1 by 2. So this is cos 60, and 60 is lying with principal value branch, so we write pi by 3. Okay, student. And this is 2 into, this is sin inverse 1 by 2, student. So we write sin inverse sin 30, so sin pi by 6. So student, this is pi by 3 and 2 into, this is cancel, pi by 6. So this is pi by 3 plus pi by 3, 2 pi by 3. Okay, student. Now our next question is write the simplest form of tan under root 1 plus x square minus 1 by x. Okay student, we have to write the simplest form of this question. Okay, so first of all we take, let x is equal to tan theta. Okay student, now this is tan inverse, and we can write under root 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 by x, which is tan theta. So tan inverse under root 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, which is sec theta minus 1 by tan theta. So tan inverse 1 minus cos theta by sin theta minus cos theta. So this part will be cancelled. Okay student, so we are saying that this is tan inverse 1 minus cos theta by sin theta. Okay student, now this is 1 minus cos theta and by sin theta. Now we use the trigonometric formula. 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2, and in the denominator we can write 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. This part is cancelled student. Now tan inverse tan theta by 2 is theta by 2, and this theta can be written as tan inverse x. So tan inverse x by 2 is our required answer. Okay student, so this is our simplest form of this question, where we have taken x is tan theta and we replace this x with tan theta. We get sec theta minus 1 by tan theta, and this part will cancel. We get 1 minus cos theta by sin theta, and this is 2 sin square theta by 2 by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. This is cancelled, and this part is cancelled. Tan theta by 2 and theta by 2, and this theta is tan inverse x by 2. I hope you understand students. Now we take another question. Let's see.